First, let's have 50 minutes of me explain the rules.
Yeah.
Because if I explain them for all 50 minutes, you'll remember every single thing without context. RPG? Like, everyone RPG is like they do on Matt Mercer show, like, yeah, they're recording on shit. Tonight, on the Paintedfigs show, I'm Navin.
Oh, me. I'm also Navin.
He's also Navin.
Yeah. One of these days, I should be Navin, and you should be also Navin.
You tried that a couple of times. I didn't care for it.
Yeah, so.
My ego cannot handle
I
it.
know. Right, it's okay.
I have a good. It gives my. It's bad for my. No wait. I have short Darth Vader lightsaber syndrome.
You'll get that in a minute.
You'll get that in a minute. So on with the show.
All right. First up, we've got Ultramarines. Now, is this?
Yes, we have some
what are your
Ultramarines
thoughts on
here.
this set?
So this set is interesting. It was. It led to a decision for me to step away from the day-to-day running of the company. Because you see, I am going about my business, doing whatever, and I notice that there's some Marines which are purple. And I go to the QA guy, I go to Bimster, and I'm like, Bimster, those Marines, yeah. What are they? They're Ultramarines. Like, Bimster, they're purple. Right? And this made me talking to a paint trainer. I'm like, okay, these Ultramarines, what's wrong with them? Well, they're purple. And there were legit reasons why purple was involved in the blend they wanted to get. What was... the rest was me going, excuse me, it's not an Ultramarine. The name was in the color. Right? But yes.
I mean, they came out nicely. They kind of really good.
So that's what's interesting about this set, because this is the Oceanie's first time doing Marines,
okay.
right?
Oh, wow.
So nobody knew that. So she approached it the way she would approach other figures.
Mm-hmm.
So there's these lovely like fades and contrasts. None of this is done with an airbrush, by the way. Everything here is dry brushed, right? But if you look at the Redemptive Dreadnought, like that's such an airbrush style look. Mm-hmm. It's not done with an airbrush. I wonder what's going to happen when she switches to airbrushing and goes, oh look, everything's just easy, right? But she'll have better finish and make it more like that look. I actually wanted people to move towards that nice graded look, right? And I think it'll have a lot of pop, a lot of presence. But it's a fun little order. Yeah, and it's
great when it's not purple.
It's fun now when I look at it.
Yeah,
and now it wasn't fun when I looked at it then.
There's a really nice thing where we have a flower, lotus flower, called Nilmarnel, which translates into blue marnel.
Blue, yeah.
And the flowers are purple. So I tend to photos. Just as a reminder.
Yes, you broke some minds there. We have another word which is written as Gampaha. People pronounce it as Gampaha. And my singular is not very good, so I get made fun of for things. And I just go, Gampaha, Gampaha. And they'll stop and think and go, yeah, thoughts. Anyway.
That's the first time hearing that.
So, Ultramarines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are some very blue, not purple.
Not purple
Ultramarines.
Cool. Okay. Next we have some Star Wars Legion. We have some Dark Troopers and some Stormtroopers, and they could not be more different.
The opposite scheme, yeah.
Yes. Ask me questions.
Can I start with this one? What is going on with Darth Vader's lightsaber?
Let me jump over. Oh, yes.
Uh-oh. This is me. This is me on like a...
So, have you tried the hot water treatment that happens to you?
I have not.
What you do, see, it's when it's not in the correct shape.
Yeah.
You put it in hot water.
Yeah.
And then you straighten it, and then you put it in cold water. Right? Now, if it's shitty plastic or whatever, it might go back into the shape, but then you just have to straighten it again with the hot water treatment. That's how you handle warped parts.
I want to go home and try the hot water treatment. Yeah, it comes out of that one.
We're talking about resin and plastic.
Yeah, same. Resin, plastic, hot water. Anyway...
So
I have some questions about the Stormtroopers because the lining is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it came out a lot better. Like what's with the
Stormtroopers are incredibly hard to paint.
Yeah,
because you've got white areas and you need to make them look a bit grey in some places and a bit white in others. Here you can see there's edge highlighting, so it has to actually be white, which means the rest of the white has to be a dash less white, and then you have darker areas in that to get your contrast and make the white armor have depth. Otherwise, it's very ceramic and boring.
Really
so you want to create depth in the white, which is really now gray. So you have darker gray and lighter gray. Then you got your white highlights to highlight everything, and then you have black in there. And Stormtrooper helmets are very hard to do because the little eye areas.
Yeah.
Like, painters do not like doing those. I'm like, no. Until eventually they get them perfect. Harsher does them perfectly. He is like the star.
Hassan did these as well.
Yeah, I think this is Hassan said.
Yeah,
he's really good at it.
Hassan's a pretty new painter. He's been here for, what, 6 months? 8 months? And he's been smashing them out.
Only 6 months.
Not too long. Yeah,
not bad. 6 months for a painter doing quality like that. But there you go. So these are these. The Dark Troopers are, of course, much more straightforward. They're black. Black is not as tough to paint. And I think that's all we've got there, since you've said everything there is to bed, said everything that needs to be said about Mr. Vader.
Did you say bed? I had bed.
No, I did not.
There was a bed. There was a bed reference in there. Freudian slip. Okay, anyway, that was Star Wars Legion.
Put some hot water on it.
Next up, we have Scythe. What were you going to say in the segment? Too bad. Next up, we have Scythe.
Excellent. Why don't you lead?
Okay. Well, okay. All I know, so from what I know, it is a farming adjacent board game. And I know you're not a
steampunk farming around like turn of the century.
It's like 1920s. 1920s war and
turn of that century.
Yes, turn of the century.
Yes, turn of that century. The fun one.
What is turn of this century?
Turn of the century would be the year 2000.
Oh, it is just when the century turned. Oh, okay. I thought it's like
what
the
did you think it was?
Major event in the century.
1945, World War II.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the end of World War II. 1939. 39 for Western theater. It was 31 for Japanese theater, the invasion of Manchuria.
History, boys. Big up history.
Big up history.
No, Jude.
The Americans would say 43 because that was Pearl Harbor. Was it 40? Was it 43?
It was pretty late.
No, it wasn't 43. Was it 41? We'll look up when was Pearl Harbor bombed?
2001.
Not the movie! 41, December 7th. I'm sorry. You get what you pay for, and you're watching this for free. So...
Anyway, Scythe. So these are all the expansions, all everything Scythe.
It's everything. It's got My Little Scythe. It's got the airship expansion.
It's so cute. Look at the little furry things.
They are pretty cute. Is there a 3D printed factory?
Yes, it's got a 3D printed factory, resin printed factory. There's two of them. One with the green goo around, and then the black one I think is also here. Should be somewhere here. And all the ships are from like which one? The Ariel Wind Gambit, and they're all faction colors.
The miniatures have a heart. They have a heart. There's some real thoughts gone into the design.
It's very sort of Fallout-ish, Fallout-esque.
You say it for anything not 40k.
That's true.
Yes.
But it's...
like Ghostbusters. That was very Fallout-ish, wasn't it? Because they had a car. See? It works for him.
I associate post-apocalypse...
What? A post-apocalypse? Post-apocalypse.
You know you love Papadum.
You know
you love Papadum.
I do love Papadum, to be fair.
Post-apocalypse.
We had to explain what Papadum is, but yes.
So you should totally have a guy who's dressed for the apocalypse. He walks around Papadum at Comic-Con. Oh, I'm from the post-apocalypse.
Anyway, that is most of Scythe. We've been rambling for a little bit.
We have been rambling.
There's not much else to it.
Papadum is.
It's just it's a Papadum. It's a Indian Sri Lankan thing. Oh, nice. Our cameraman's name is Don. So he is Papadum.
He is Papadum.
He is Papadum.
Yes, which is his Warhammer name as well, for case Lunar Wolf Warhammer name Papadum.
Nice.
Actually, no, you're Datadon. Datadon is your Warhammer name.
Yes. I thought you were saying there was an actual character in the Warhammer history called Papadum.
Well, there's Abaddon and Torgadon and Ergadon. I think it's an Ergadon.
Megadon.
Anyway, let's leave Darth Vader's saber out of this. Okay, so back to...
right there. I can't.
How much did you drink upstairs anyway?
Huh?
A little bit.
It's more entertaining when they drink. I've been dating.
We should do this.
100%.
Excellent. We now have a work reason to drink.
that was Scythe.
Besides work. Sorry, that was
Scythe.
Scythe. Now I have something I'm very excited about. We have some ancient Assyrians. These are Foundry 25mm or 28? It might be 25. I think that was 25. 20 millimeter Foundry. And Foundry does historical miniatures. Yes, right.
I have a question.
What
for
is
the
history?
nerd.
Yes.
What
History is what happened before. It's
what
like
is-
story, but it's real.
It's history. What is the
Yes.
Assyrian?
I'm glad you asked me that question. So you see, if you go, like, we are living in the Iron Age post-world. Before the Iron Age, it was like a whole civilization basically restarted with the Iron Age. The thing is, before the Iron Age, there was the Bronze Age. And that civilization, the civilization of the Bronze Age, just collapsed. Most of them almost utterly. Most of them utterly, right? And then there was a big period of what the hell is going on here,
Yeah.
and a whole new form of civilization took off, right? So we have alphabets in the Iron Age world.
Okay.
We have syllabaries
Yeah.
from the pre-Iron Age world, like singular. Singular is a syllabary, right? We have a syllable. Well, what that means is there's a letter for every sound in our language. Whereas Indians have that,
Yeah.
too, with the Hindu and all that stuff, Hindi and all that stuff, right? Whereas an alphabet is where you have letters, you use them to create the sounds, right? So that's a very different way of approaching writing, right? And the Assyrians are a Bronze Age culture that did not survive. They did not survive the Bronze Age. And their empire was, I think, from Syria, Syria down to Babylon, which is in Iraq. And I think the Syria bit went up a bit, and then went to Anatolia and to Turkey. Very, very large area by our standards, like Iran-sized country. And they were assholes. No one liked them. Right? They were quite vicious. They were
Wasn't
known for
everyone
cruelty.
back then?
Yeah, but the Assyrians were particularly vicious.
They were particularly vicious in an age known for viciousness.
In an age known for viciousness, they were particularly bloodthirsty and cruel and sadistic. The kings enjoyed murdering people and cutting off the heads and cutting off the tongues.
Yeah.
They were really into it. Which is why when they found the number finally came up, nobody cared. Nobody cried. Nobody cried for the Assyrians. There are still Assyrians in the world today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, they're there. But the Foundry does historical figures. They have a huge range. It's all hand sculpted, so it has that kind of the cutesy derpiness. It's all metal.
Yeah.
But the sculpting does look a bit similar. I mean, to be fair, people all look a bit similar, right? And especially from shrunken out of scale. They're capturing all the little physical details of the equipment and the uniform and so on and so forth. And what's nice about once you get into like the really old periods is that there's very little information about how their clothing would have looked, so you can have fun with it.
Nice,
Right?
yeah.
And there you go. Because who's to say they didn't waste bright colors? Yeah. So yeah, I like it because it's historical and it's Bronze Age. Like I've got a not 20. I have a 15 millimeter Sumerian army, which is painted. I have unpainted Mycenaean army.
Oh, okay.
We have a painted Indian army, which I'm done Sri Lankans.
Yes, so
And we have.
that was a really nice diorama. That was before I
It's
joined.
fun.
I think.
It's fun. I've got a bunch more. I can't remember what they are. But yeah, in some
And this is
future
20
timeline.
millimeter,
This is 28 millimeter, right? In a future timeline. No, in an alternate timeline, I'll get the rest of my 15 millimeter historicals painted. And I can make, look at these games and nobody wants to play with me. But yes.
All right, welcome to the news. The questions from the news.
Do we have any actual news?
No, the news. That was the news.
I tried drinking at 5.
Oh, same. I joined him at 5. I joined at like 5:15.
Sales and marketing, got some marketing done that I didn't think they would get done today. So I was like, hey, we need to madman this. Don't let him know. So he turns around. So what are you doing? Like, we're having a drink.
And I joined because
Yes, anyway.
that was gonna happen, right?
That was the news. On to questions. We have audience questions today.
Submit your questions in the comments if you have questions. You should have questions. You should have lots of questions. I will answer all of them.
We
about life.
We will try to answer whatever questions
Every
we can
single
safely
one of them.
answer. He may answer you questions that I would
All
not
of them.
decline.
Without question. Sorry.
Shut up. Okay, so first question. That's too fun. Should we pick a meaner question? Okay. Third question. How come we haven't received the Repans de Lyonesse figure to paint yet? Where are all the Bretonian homeboys?
Big up Bretonian. Where are all the Bretonian homeboys?
We painted them. We've also done a Repans de Lyonesse. So Thank you, Ahib, for your user-submitted question.
Check out the codex every now and then.
Yes, we had a Bretonian video. I believe she was in
She
that.
was in that.
Yes. Anyway, cool. Next question. In a world where GW wasn't a thing, what miniature manufacturer would you hope to be the most dominant in the industry? Oh, not one big enough. And what manufacturer, in your opinion, would actually be the most dominant? I'm just terrified of the idea of a non-GW world. Like I can't process that.
It'll just be very.
Like I can't process that. Like no.
It'll be extremely soulless and corporate, I feel.
Go GW.
No, whatever the alternative would be.
No, you'd probably have a bunch of small companies and they would still kept their soul. The bigger you get, the less soul you have. The more.
But then I feel like they would be eaten by like Hasbro, all of them.
Well, Hasbro did eat technically half of our culture.
Yeah.
Because D&D and Wargaming both sprang out of the same fountain and supported each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
Like
an
EA,
alternative.
so the gaming equivalent of EA would have happened to this.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I would have gone for Chaosium, but that makes no sense because Hasbro would make as a cameraman pointed out, it would be Hasbro that goes into space and goes, yeah, we have taken over
100%.
your darlings. So hey, guess what? Let's be grateful for GW.
And
Never
whoever
thought
it
I'd
is,
say that,
there'll be cool boxes like Forge World.
Anyway, next question, or previous question. Napoleon 1815 asks. Napoleon 1815, okay. What are the challenges with painting 15mm and 12mm, especially historical minis? Well, there's no challenges with painting that scale.
Yeah.
I quite like 15mm. 15mm is like my preferred gaming scale because you put everything on the table, it looks realistic. It looks like an actual company turning up to fight, right? That's what Flames of War. In Flames of War, you've got like proper formations that make sense. As opposed to 40k, we go, oh look, we're fighting in a parking lot. That's the amount of actual distance we have here, and we have 20 dudes in power armor. We've got a tank and a demon. Like, what do you have? Oh, we have a guy with a weird mechanical claw, a helicopter gunship type thing, and a bunch of mad people on drugs. I mean, like, what? It doesn't really make a lot of sense, right?
I send you a 15mm and 12mm. There's no
15mm looks very, very compelling.
There's no problems.
I don't like 12mm. I think 12mm can die in a fire because it takes energy away from 15mm. So why? Like, if you're going to be small, be small. If you're going to be smaller, then be smaller, right? But do not become like don't become anything that's like or compete with an ant. Should not be considered. Like less than 6mm should not be considered. We painted, I think, 3mm. And we're like, why? Why?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you know how hard is a QA 3mm work?
I don't, but I would
Okay, it was hard. Because I'm wondering, like, did you try? Let's see. This person tried. I can't tell the difference, right? 3mm is terrible, right?
Fair enough.
The problem with historicals, the only problem we have with historicals is the early modern European history period when everyone had really nice, colorful, cool uniforms. This is like the era of Sharp's rifles. I would say maybe starting American War of Independence and then pushing up to maybe Crimean War at latest, right? And that's where you have very, very bizarre uniforms. And they all have strange names, and you've got to understand what these weird things are, these pommels and weird. You've got to know all these details. And that's an incredible amount of product knowledge that you need. And we would rather spend that time learning more about Space Marines.
We do, yeah.
Like where the correct split is on the mechanical symbol, which we will not comment on. Yes.
Okay, next question.
So, yeah.
We have Mono with what is each person's favorite 40k faction and why?
You have to pick one as I choose between
Alternatively,
children.
what are your thoughts on Age of Sigmar? Yeah.
Is that alternatively?
Alternatively.
I will talk about my favorite 40k faction. I do not want to comment on Age of Sigmar. I have not played Age of Sigmar.
I was also going to talk about the 40k faction.
No, how convenient. Why don't you go first, guy who's going to say Tyranids?
It's Tau. What? I thought you would say Tyranids.
You have no Tau.
No, but I like them as a concept. In the same
As a
way,
concept?
I would like... I mean,
You're collecting Tyranids.
I have Tyranids and I have Space Marines and everything else, but I love Tau. I can't paint them that well, so I didn't buy a set.
I think Tau should be stamped in the face.
But it's like tech. It's cool.
They're really annoying.
Yeah, but like if I was an engineer in that world, I would make Tau. I would choose to be a Tau.
They are the least awful army to be part of because they would rather you don't fight someone at knife's range. It's very good at fighting you at not knife's range. And if you play a knife's range army, they're very irritating.
When I go OPR, I play the Tau equivalent. And it's really fun. The range and everything is nice. I'm undefeated. Big up.
Are you going to do that challenge? Or you challenge other
Yes,
players?
there's going to be a challenge hopefully this week or next week where
It'll have to be next week. Unless you're doing it tomorrow magically.
Yeah. Where they have to beat me, and if they do, they get a 4-pack of cake. Really cool cake from Coho. Shout out Coho. I don't think...
If I go under 80 kg, I will throw my hat in for the ring for the cake.
All right,
I'm not sure about playing against you. I'll just steal the cake.
We just get 2 cakes, and I will have the other one. We can share the other one.
Share? All right. Fine.
What is your favorite 40k faction? I'm assuming it was going to be
one.
Turnus, because I thought you would...
I might say Guard.
Oh.
Yeah, Imperial Guard. Because...
But you
love the
these,
Tyranids.
Skittering little animal things.
Yes,
Yeah.
Skaven and Tyranids are my jam.
Yeah.
But also like Orcs and also like Guard. God, just visceral. I'm looking right now at an Adrian Smith picture we have on the wall. I like the Guard. I mean, they're people, and there's nothing heroic about them. They have to face whatever horrible odds, and all they have is the understand that. All that matters is the man love the emperor and carry a lasgun. It is better, Navin, to die for the emperor than to live for yourself.
Okay, fair enough.
Imagine, think about it, right? Because you're looking at... I remember once we were playing a 40k RPG, and we're playing random guardsmen and whatever, and there's some who's like a mad preacher who had like a chainsaw.
This is what?
20 plus years ago, right? And we run into chaos. Like, so there's like a chaos spawn turns up, and like things are going nuts. And I'm sitting there telling the GM, like, how are we facing these things? Because you have faith. Like, you don't know this is some horrendous thing. You don't know it has all this power, but you have faith, and that is why you choose to fight this thing, and that's why you have any chance at all. Like, look at the world we live in. What chances do we have to face all these huge crushing forces out there to destroy us and wreck our lives and wreck economies and like cause famine next year when you can't get enough fertilizer because of the stupid blockade in Hormuz and when the memorandum of misunderstanding runs out? But if you have faith, now you can face anything. You don't need to understand. Just have faith.
Faith in this.
So, on that note, thank you for watching the Paintedfigs.
I have a question.
You have a question?
I have a question for us and the audience.
I'm not sure about those questions.
I have one question. One question for us and the audience.
Red flag.
If you were...
A Tau.
3 inches...
If you were a Space Marine, would you stamp a Tau in the face?
Yeah, it's good. Listen. If you were 3 inches deep...
Are you serious? No, we have to. You cannot do that. You cannot put that in there. And that was our show. I hope you enjoyed it.
No, that was the intro. What's not popping is a lot of the people who watched did not subscribe.
Bimster has a zit.
A what?
Bimster, he has a zit, a pimple.
Oh.
And it won't go away.
Yeah.
And I keep saying, pop that sucker. And everyone's like, like,
you're not supposed to pop pimples.
I always pop zits.
Oh.
Yes. And look at my face. Women say my skin is good.
Your skin is good.
Yeah.
Women and Navin.
And Louis XIV.
Yeah.
So
can't get any better than that.
Click, like, and make a comment if you want Bimster to pop his zit. If 10 people say pop that zit,
we'll do it live.
We will ambush him.
And we will do it live.
And get the largest man in the building to pop his zit.
We are going to live stream the annual zit popping of Bimster.
Annual?
Yeah, well, I'll probably end up doing it next year. But subscribe, though, for real. Please do. It helps us a lot, and it's free, and you can always change your mind later.
And please like and comment.
cut.
I dislike and
How do you answer?
Thank you very much.
Just go back to the old video and delete the comment.
Cheers, boys. Thank you very much.
comment.